We all have to be truthful with ourselves, but we're gonna put some salt in that thing today, okay?
Okay. For this performance, I'm singing My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark by Fall Out Boy.
As far as like dancing goes, I didn't listen to a lot of dance music, but this was kind of the stuff that I was like, ooh.
You were jamming to. This is your jam.
This was my jam.
Okay. Abby, she had me cracking up, you know, with her tone. It's insane.
I'm on fire.
And she was kind of just doing natural things performance-wise. I like your idea of you hitting those bump, bump. I think that's cool. Hits and songs when you're performing are like really cool moments to give the crowd a punch, like to make them feel something. The music's gonna actually do some of that bump, bump for you.
So it doesn't need to be like...
You don't have, exactly.
Yeah. She just kind of gave me that push that I needed to be like, you know what, I'm gonna own this.
You just sing how you are singing, and those little bitty notes that we're talking about, you're gonna be well on your way. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
It's so good.
Abby Carter sings My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark by Fall Out Boy. Yeah, interesting. It's way out of her comfort zone. But she has to do a dance song, and that's what she chose. And she was given some nice advice there by Kiara. So we're going to check that out now and analyze it a little bit and see what was good about it, what was maybe not so good about it, because we're a fan of Abby Carter here on the Johan Bester, Your Vocal Coach channel. Welcome, guys. If this is your first time, I'm really glad that you're here. And I would appreciate it if you take 1 second and hit the subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me. So let's see how it went with Abby not being comfortable with dancing, giving some good tips there. Let's see how that went. Yeah. Okay, let's quickly pause. So, did you see? Did you notice? I didn't notice the first time, but her mic, her in-ears pack came loose on her back, and she grabbed it, she caught it, and she put it back, which is so great. They talked about it afterwards as well. But that's really a sign of her confidence, I think, because for you to handle that kind of a issue in the middle of a song and just keep performing and just deal with it, that's incredible. She really, really did well there. She almost made it part of her act, putting her hand on her back like that. Also, when she was walking, sometimes singers feel awkward to walk, especially if it's not to walk as a normal human, to walk on the stage while they perform. Especially if it's not in your nature to be very, energized on the stage. And then when I coach singers, they often ask me, do I walk on the beat? Like double step, double time, or half, like one step for every 2 beats or whatever. And my advice is always try, if it works, if it suits, try to walk with the beat. But what she there didn't walk on the beat. She took bigger strides than how long the beats are. The beats are quite bam, bam, da, 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 quite fast. But she did it so well. She did it so confidently. She was walking she was moving, let's put it that way. She was moving with such determination and purpose that nobody cares whether she walks on the beat or not. It didn't look awkward as well. And then I love the stance that she took when she got on the stage. One leg sort of forward and bent knee. Small things like that make a massive contribution to what you and I as the listener, to what we perceive. I often say this, but we hear what we see. Yeah, and the story that her voice and the words of the song is telling must match the story that her body language, her outfit, and everything is telling. So far, I'm super, super impressed. Way out of her comfort zone. She's way more comfortable. She sang the Adele song behind the piano. That's Abby. We know and love that about her. But to come out like this and say, hey, I can rock it. And I think she said in the comments as well with the judges, she said that it was Luke choosing the Evanescence song for her in the previous round that made her realize, oh my gosh, I can do this kind of thing. So yeah, so many stagecraft things that she's doing here is like a true professional. Seems like much more like a seasoned performer rather than a 21. I think she's 21-year-old new, sort of artist. So kudos. Wow, that was high. Wow. Really good. Really good. So then she went to the C5. Is it 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. C6. Is it? I don't know. I never know what these things are called, but it's the high C, the soprano high C. She sings a song in F minor, a really cool key. So she sang mainly in this range, the belty female range, and then she also went a little bit lower, like to the C, the middle C, and then she went. That is very skillfully done. She covered a lot of ground in the song, and it seemed so effortless. If a performer performs well to the point where it looks easy, but you can tell that it's not, like if you look at the skill required, then you know it's an excellent performance. What they do is incredible, but they make it seem easy. Let me put it that way. So that's exactly what she did here. I mean, she walked, she moved, she touched base with the fans, she played to the camera, she used that main stage area well where the fire was and everything. I just think, even though this is not the classic ABI Carter, I just think this is one of her best performances. Even maybe a little bit better than the Evanescence performance, which I thought was her best. So let's see what Katie, Luke, and Lionel thought about it.
I had to lasso my mic pack back into the body.
And you caught it.
Perfect.
Okay, hold on. You guys, where has all this energy been? Where's all this physicality been? Like, if you did that the whole time you've been on American Idol, there would be no question. Like, why were you saving that for the almost last show? You can do that?
I didn't know.
And you can lasso your ear headphone thing? That's wild. I'm scared for my job. That performance made me scared for my job.
Yeah. You know, what's funny is when we have, every time we tour, we have stuff attached to our belts, and they do come flying off. But we have people come out and help us. I was like, somebody come help her.
Dragging it with me.
But, but the thing about it is, being on stage is unpredictable. Stuff happens. And, you just, you handled it like a pro. And we don't even need to talk about that because the performance was amazing.
Thank you.
I mean, like Katie said, we thought you just played piano and sang. We didn't realize that fireballs and stuff happen.
It was you giving me the Evanescence song this past week. I didn't know. I didn't know
the
I could do it.
combination of last week and this week. Oh my God.
You know what I couldn't get over is most of the time we know how to do that with a mic cord. You spin the microphone around and then you pull it in. I've never seen it done with the pack. That is unbelievable. That was good. What I will tell you though is your confidence. You never broke character. You never broke character.
Agreed.
As far as we were concerned, it was not happening. You not only did this, but you put it back on. Oh my God.
Yeah. So I agree with him. I just think, Katie always goes on about bigger, give us more, bigger, give us more. And I understand where that comes from, but that's not always what is required. And to say, where was all this energy before? Well, this song requires that kind of energy. In some of the previous rounds, she was never forced. Someone like Abby was never forced, but she was never put in a position that she had to choose a song like that and, do all that. But anyway, she has grown beautifully in confidence, Abby. I think she was confident in herself as a vocalist from the start, but a performer, and that is one of the beautiful things about Idols shows and The Voice and so on, is that the guys get coached. They are surrounded by world-class professionals in terms of musicality, production, styling, stagecraft. They get mentors like Kiara and Tori Kelly and all the others who've come along this season and every season. And they get an opportunity to grow. If I ever had the opportunity to be on a show like this, I would have loved the growth part, the learning part. Of course, everybody wants to win and whatever. And these guys, they want the show to give them a platform, of course, so they can go on and do bigger things and say, I was in Idol top 5 or top 10 or top 3 or whatever. But the growing, the learning, I would have absolutely loved it. I love being coached by people who know more than I do about the thing that I do. And that's exactly what these guys get all the time. So beautiful, beautiful job, Abby. My prediction, she's now in the top 5. My prediction is she will be in the top 3 for sure. She might win. I mean, who knows? It really depends on how many people vote on any given night, number one. So if you're an American audience member, please vote for your favorites. I know that the judges say it all the time, but the producers keep reminding them to say it. Don't think just because you love Abby and you think everybody loves her or Tristan or anybody that you don't have to vote. You have to vote if you want your singer to win. So who knows who votes on that night or whatever. But I think definitely top 3 and possibly the winner. And if she wins, I'll be happy for her because I think she's grown. She has a great vocal. She's young. She has a lot of years ahead of her to build something beautiful, and I wish her all the best. Thank you for spending the time with me. I appreciate it. And until next time, always remember that your voice matters. Just before you go, let me just remind you that you can actually book a session with me, a one-on-one, through my Patreon. You can go there and check it out, or you can send me a message through the website. And then also, if you want to chat with me, why not visit our Discord server? The links to all of that is in the description below.